It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And, Charles, the big story of the week leading up was not really about the players, but about their head coach looking to tie Bill Belichick with a 6th Super Bowl title.
And something that just keeps coming back to me is something you said during the week leading up to this one, partner, how he continues to reinvent himself as a coach. You mentioned it's not just the X's and O's. You like the way he relates to his players, and you think that makes him special, and I think that you're right. We've seen it through the years. Each team is different. He gives them the right game plan and knows how to read each team to not only just get them to the big game, but to try and win it as well. And they've done a lot of that. As you mentioned, trying to win his 6th Super Bowl title.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Yeah, the homies should trade your outfit.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately,
the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 2nd and 14. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd down and 6 now. They go play action with Jackson. This throw is incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Let's take it inside his own 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Waddle complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now 3rd down and very long. They'll look to throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. 3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through one, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Now 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. the first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice block.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! From 19 yards away. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
3rd down and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Inside handoff. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
19 strikes. 19 strikes. 19 right.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards. Back to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Jets, nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
What is this?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
At their own 45-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Steps away. This ball down the field for Pitts. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Check smash. 79 Broncos.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a throw here to his running back. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling him back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Here's second and 8.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
19 Lions.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Panther 11. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
Intercepted. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Now EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense
came through. Was it the big fella? Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it's going to carry him out of the side of the end zone. And that, my friends, is a safety, 2 points. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
He just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner. And finally, he has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from... And he loses the football a second time. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or two deep, here comes and oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
McPherson set to kick off.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
A gain of 4.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Second and 5. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Jackson now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle.
Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. This is 2nd and 8. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it makes it hard to defend.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Right back to him on first down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson, and he is going to lose yardage here. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
The slot man in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Jets! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll indeed start on the ground and run that clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, what a move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson. And this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And the linebacker is able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him. As soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll come up second and 7. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
At the 45-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. Jackson. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got his man on the crossing route.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to perhaps salt this one away. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw. That's caught by Pitts. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Here's 2nd down. Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
All
The Philadelphia Eagles on the clock now. With the next selection, the New York Jets. The New York Jets on the clock now. Next up, the Jets are on the clock. Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock. The New York Jets are now on the clock. It's the Philadelphia Eagles now on the clock. With the next selection, the New York Jets.